Rafael Nadal just played his final match in Rome. We're looking back at Rafa's 10 Italian Open titles in honor of the winningest player to ever grace the Roman clay. Plus, it's day 6 in Rome. We've got your full match preview. The break starts now. What's up, guys? I'm Johnny Ray Diaz, and you're watching The Break. On Saturday, Rafael Nadal lost to Hubert Hurkacz in what was likely his final match at the Italian Open. In honor of the greatest clay player of all time, we decided to look back at his 10 incredible title runs in the Eternal City. Let's rewind. Now, the first one came in 2005 when an 18-year-old Rafael Nadal played in the longest ATP final on record in a 5-hour and 14-minute 5-set win over Guillermo Coria. Rafa fought off 3 championship points to win 8-6 in the final set tiebreak to grab his first Masters 1000 title. Now, this win also brought Nadal into the top 5 for the first time. The very next year, Rafa met Roger Federer in the championship match in another 5-hour 5-set final. Again, Nadal saved multiple championship points to win 7-5 in the 5th set tiebreaker. The victory equaled Guillermo Villa's record for 53 consecutive wins on clay. It was also his 16th career title at just 19 years old. In 2007, Nadal entered Rome as the 2-time defending champ and won again, dropping just 1 set on his way to the final. In doing so, he had his first of 9 meetings with Novak Djokovic in Rome. His win in the final would be his 77th straight win on clay. 2 years later, in 2009, his 4th victory in Rome broke the record for most titles won at the Italian Open. It was Rafa's first time playing the event as the top seed, and he won it without dropping a set, beating Novak Djokovic 7-6, 6-2 in the final. In 2010, Rafa was coming off an almost year-long title drought. He'd won in Monte Carlo, and his win in Rome would mark a 38th career trophy and record-extending 5th Italian Open win. 2012, a rematch of the 2011 final in which Rafa lost to Novak Djokovic. This time, he'd get revenge, regaining the world number 2 ranking in the process. The next year, he'd have his 30th career meeting with Roger Federer in the championship match. He'd win 6-1, 6-3 for a 20th victory over his longtime rival. 2013 was Rafa's 2nd winningest season, grabbing 10 titles, including 2 majors and 5 Masters 1000 crowns. It would be 5 years before Rafa lifted the trophy in Rome again. In 2018, Nadal came in as a top seed and in the final. He beat an opponent 10 years his junior in defending champ Alexander Zverev. Nadal regained the number 1 ranking from Roger Federer with the win. Then came 2019, Rafa's slowest start to the season since 2004. He came into Rome without having won a title all year. Regardless, he earned bagel sets, a 6-0 scoreline in 4 of his 5 matches, including one over Novak in the final. It was the first time in their 142 sets played that a bagel had occurred. And finally, 2021, Rafa's 10th and most recent win at the Italian Open. He'd faced Djokovic in the final for the 6th time, defeating the Serb to equal Novak's record of 36 Masters 1000 titles won. The 2021 Italian Open would be Rafa's 88th career title, putting him firmly inside the top 5 men's title winners. Now, Rafa may not be lifting the trophy in 2024, but it's fair to say that his 10 titles won in Rome is a record that will stand for a very long time. We're halfway through weekend action at the Italian Open. Let's look ahead to the biggest matches scheduled for Sunday. Ben Shelton will take on Zhizhen Zhang for a spot in the last 16. Shelton has never won back-to-back matches in his 4 appearances at Clay Masters 1000 events. He'll try to do that on Sunday. Fellow Americans Taylor Fritz and Sebastian Korda will play each other for a spot in round 4. They played just once before, Fritz winning that one in 2 close sets. And Danielle Collins will try to make her first ever Italian Open 4th round as she faces Caroline Garcia. Live coverage from the Italian Open begins at 5 a.m. Eastern Time on Tennis Channel. We'll see you tomorrow.